video from myinternettutor.com. This is Linda Jo, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of information about hosting. If you want to make money online, you need your own web hosting. You cannot rely on free hosting services. When I coach newbies, before I even start working with them, I insist that they have a domain name, so it means their own unique address, and that they use paid hosting. Now if they don't have hosting and you're one of my students, I usually provide hosting for you, at least for free for 6 months, just to get you started. So you want to have hosting, and there's several criteria that you need to consider when you have hosting. So let's go on over to my favorite hosting site. Alright, HostGatorLive.com, HostGatorlive.com is the favorite hosting site that I have right now. I recommend it to family, friends, customers, clients, students. And the criteria for hosting. If you do a search on Google, you're going to come up with millions upon millions. I think last time I looked, you're looking at 300 million results pages. That's unbelievable. And for a person starting out, getting hosting I think is overwhelming, because what do I need? I know when I first started, I agonized over several things, and I'm going to go over here. But let me tell you what is the key in my mind. It's this right here. You have 24/7, 365 support. That is a requirement in my book. You've got to be able to get a hold of your hosting company 24/7. And I don't mean just an email or just an IM account. You want a phone number that you can call anytime and get a hold of them. Alright, the next thing you want is the guaranteed uptime. So 99.9 is what you find. A lot of them have that. Alright, so those are the top two. The next thing we look at is we look at the disk space and we look at the bandwidth. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. CPanel hosting requirement. Absolute positive requirement. So let's go ahead and take a look now at all the features that are in this hosting system. Alright, as we take a look at this, this is the first thing I want you to look at. I remember agonizing over Linux or Windows. I had a PC. I had Windows. Didn't I want Windows hosting? No, you do not want Windows hosting. You want Linux web hosting. Okay, here are the plans, the disk space. Now they are running a special. Normally it is not unlimited. So if you come here and there's numbers here, don't worry about it. You won't fill it up in all likelihood. But what is important here is the number of domains. This is unlimited. This is not a special. This is the typical allocation for this particular plan. And this is what I recommend. I recommend the baby plan to all beginners. It's a great plan, a great way. So they automatically give you unlimited. Okay, IP address, business, we're not going to go into that. SSL, we're not going to go into that. If you have your own merchant account, then you know what that is. Okay, they do have a site builder 24/7, and they do backups, and there's no contract. Important things. If we go on down, 99% uptime, you do have your money back guarantee, and you can get set up. Again, domains, unlimited domains. You get subdomains and FTP accounts, both unlimited. Now your subdomain, if your domain is, like for instance mine, myinternettutor.com, a subdomain for me would be SEO.myinternettutor.com. We go down here, unlimited SQL databases. You need a be able to have the database. They have the CGI bin, PHP, Ruby on Rails. I mean, all this stuff, Perl, this doesn't mean a thing to you. I know it didn't mean a thing to me when I started, but they have all this. You want all this. This is good. You can have an unlimited number of email accounts. That's all the things associated with email. And here, this little baby right here, absolutely critical. Fantastic code. Make sure life a whole lot easier in terms of being able to set up things like WordPress blogs, which we're going to go through in another video. So admin, web base, redirect, all this stuff they have. And AWS Stats, another thing I look for. I really like AWS Stats. They have these others, but I really use AWS Stats most of the time. Now if I want a dedicated IP, it's only $2 a month more. I can set up a private SSL, and then there are some other e-commerce carts, and there it is. Now let's take a look at the control panel. Because I want you to see what there is in here. You have your preferences here, domain, so if I want to add on a domain, I just click here. This is a CPanel control panel. MySQL if I need to set up a database. Here's Fantastico, and let me just show you what Fantastico has. Okay, WordPress. You can install WordPress automatically, easily with Fantastico. You can do add a close-up classifieds. Here's several content management scripts, as well as support tickets, forums. There's your PHPBB. There's SMF, the Simple Machines forum, which I really like. E-commerce. Now I want you to notice not all these things are free. Some of these do require a fee, but this automatically, you can upload them without any trouble. If you need an SQL database associated with it, it goes and does that for you automatically. So that is Fantastico. And that is a look. Let's just... Alright, so I'm back to the CPanel again, and if I want to look, let's see, I think it'd be logs. There's my AWS Stats, so I can look at the stats for my particular website. So there you go. That's the key ingredients that you need for a good hosting. It's still a good deal. It's one of the best deal, most reliable companies out there for hosting that I have used. So thanks for watching.